Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us on this Memorial Day. I'm Carly Boyette.
I'm Natalie Taylor, and yes, Memorial Day is dedicated to honoring all of those men and women who have paid the ultimate sacrifice while fighting for our country. But it's also a great time to honor veterans as well, and I am so excited about our next special guest that I'm hopefully lucky enough to call a friend. I can't wait to introduce you to Mike Delancey. Good morning, Mike. How's it going?
Good morning. How you doing?
We're well. We're wonderful. We're so excited that you came in here to talk with us today. And first, just tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Well, I grew up right here in the Bay Area, Pinellas Park. I pretty much played football my whole life, and then I decided to join the United States Marine Corps in January of 2004. From there, I got stationed in beautiful Hawaii.
Nice.
And that October of 2004, we ended up deploying to Afghanistan for a few months. Came back in that June of 2005, and then redeployed to Iraq in March of 2006. At the end of the Iraq deployment, I was on a dismounted foot patrol, and I got hit by a sniper. It left me paralyzed. That's why I'm in this chair. And I ended up doing my rehab at the James A. Haley Tampa VA. I started making a nice little networking with other wounded vets and working with different organizations, and did a lot of mentoring and got mentored myself, and I had a pretty good transition, once I came back home. Once I came back home, I started coaching youth football a little bit, and still getting out and about, and I really decided that, what's good for guys in my situation is, recreational therapy, getting back into the community, and I started throwing around an idea.
Well, and what I love about Memorial Day and why we, wanted to have you on the show today is I think sometimes we get swept up in life. There's not necessarily war going on right now. So I think it's so important that remember, as you are trying to live in this Bay Area, doing all the good that you're doing, talk a little bit about what's ahead for you and kind of what's next for the community that you're working on.
Well, the city of Pinellas Park approached me and said, we have 10 acres of land, and we'd like to know what you would like to see on it.
Because through this networking, right, you've kind of developed, you saw this need.
Yes, and and I've had the idea, me and my dad were throwing it around, what can we do? And it just sort of was just in our minds, just back and forth. And when the city approached me, that was the final, real kick in the butt to get our stuff going. And we sat down with the city, and from there,
what did you guys come up with?
We ended up just throwing a few ideas around, and we ended up deciding to do a full-on recreational park. And it's going to be the whole thing about it is to get that sport that guy used to do before he got hurt to get him going again.
Give him a place to do that.
Exactly, and everything is going to be fully wheelchair accessible. That way, that there's no doubt in the back of his mind that he can't do this. And at the park, it's going to have a full recreational court. It's going to have a half-mile track.
So you need the community's help still, though, and I love that there's still, you've had great support up until now. So much so, the goal, I guess, is in 3 years to maybe have this done, but you're hoping maybe even sooner.
Yes, well, we were going to do it in 3 phases. And the way that fundraising has been going, we've been pretty successful, and I'm hoping to get it done in 2.
And Mike, one of the things that I think is so great is we've talked before about how veterans do have a hard time making that transition back to normal life, back to civilian life. And so this park allows them to go out, do what they love. So seeing that need, what are some of the activities that you hope to have, and how do you hope to get people involved in this?
Well, the activities that really stand out is, of course, wheelchair basketball, wheelchair rugby, hand cycling with the half-mile track. Those are the common ones. And then, a lot of other smaller ones, too. We'll have a pond for fishing, because all of us, we love to fish here in the Bay Area.
So here it is right here, the website. So can people go to this website, find out more? Can they help donate? Can they help get involved? What can people do?
Yes, right now we are actually going on our Alive Ride September 1st. It's our 2nd annual.
A live ride, what is that?
The day I got hit was September 1st, and we decided to call it the Alive Ride to dedicate a live day.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a bicycle ride through the middle of the city of Pinellas Park. And right now we're looking for any veterans that want to join, go to the website and sign up. And then also we're looking for volunteers, of course.
What you're doing, though, for the veterans is you're giving them such a place to come together and create a community. This bike ride, for instance, the Abilities Ranch that you're working for, I mean, you're doing so much for the community. So hopefully we have as many riders as possible. And do veterans, was it $50 per rider?
What we're doing is veterans are free, and for the wounded vets that need some kind of adaptive hand cycle, we will provide it, but we need you to register as soon as possible. That way we get a good grip on how many bikes we need. And the community is invited to ride as well, but to a regular person, it's going to be $35 to join in with our nation's
Nation's heroes.
Thank you so much for your service, for all that you were doing for the Bay Area and for the community and for, you know, fellow veterans. I mean, what an upstanding. I mean, I'm so proud of you, and I just met you, and again, I can see why you call him a friend.
It's great.
So thank you for being on our show today.
All right, thank you, ladies.
And there's the website too if you want to get more information. The Wounded Warriors Abilities Ranch. Just log on to the website you see in front of you.